Hello people on my computer, and welcome back to another video of yelling and screaming like chimpanzees. Today we witness the birth of a creature so pure, so holy, so perfect, that I'm not even sure you're deserving of the footage you're looking at right now. We will be playing Pokemon MMO, and while I would normally explain what that is, I'm almost certain you clicked on this video knowing full well what it was. We all listen to reviews of our favourite video games. I get it. I love Echo Chambers too, they're great! But that's not relevant. Come along with me on my journey to become the Pokemon Master among Pokemon Masters. Let's do this. I'm in somebody's trunk. What the let me out! Let me out! I am joined by my good friend Chilean Beanius, known to his friends as Blocks. He's a little angrier than usual, for the game did not allow him to don his usual yellow skin colour. I'm talking straight up yellow. Hashtag FFFF00. Why the f did I say that like he wears different skins? Our adventure begins with me waking up in a van with no recollection of prior events, as what appears to be a cult attempts to indoctrinate us into their town, along with all the other unfortunate souls that have ended up in this place. This woman calling herself my mother told me to go and find a man named Professor Birch, who would give me a Pokemon, but once I found him he was being chased by a Zigzagoon. So in this moment of weakness, I stole his Trico and left him to be mauled to death by the small little badger thing. I hope this has no unforeseeable repercussions in the future. We can only rely on each other, Blocks, and this Trico that I found. Look, a true professional gets through without encountering a single Zigzagoon. You need to get on my level, you need to be better, you need to be like me. The f*** are you? I just discovered the footprints of a rare Pokemon. Wait until I finish sketching them, okay? Why do I need to wait? The f***? He just walked past!
And what level is your Trico?
Hell yeah! Level 5. Level 6. Level 7. Good job, Trico. Leave me alone. Go away. Trico, use... Oh, never mind. She's gone. Good job, Trico. Me and my Trico had already become pretty good friends. And apparently, in the Pokemon universe, friendship equates to an absolute, unstoppable, unquenchable thirst for violence. Nothing was able to stop my Trico, not even youngster Calvin! F*** you, Calvin. We easily steamrolled our way to this place called Hearthome City, which luckily had a gym. Being a gym leader is an actual job, so if I rob this guy with the incredible power of my Trico, I'll be able to eat tonight! There's no challenge to battle a greenhorn trainer. Bullshit! Put up your dukes! When you can show me 4 gym badges, he's scared. He's scared of me. And my my level 10 Trico. Shit. I guess I'll have to try a different gym. With the incredible power of the internet, I found out about this next gym leader and their rock-type preference. So I've heard of them, but they haven't heard of me. That's a shame, because I'm powerful, violent, and fast approaching. There was one tiny little thing in the way, though. These 2 kids. The issue here, obviously being that they have 2 Pokemon, I have 1. Not to mention a significant lack of PP. This fight was going to take a strategy. God have mercy. Well, that's what I thought anyway, but turns out Leer targets both Pokemon in a double battle. So all I had to do was spam Leer enough times until I could just one-tap them both. If beating up kids is the game, then I play to win. Very easy. I'm finally here. Roxanne hears the boss music. Or her. It only gets louder as Trico evolves into a mighty Grovyle mid-gym. We start the battle, and with little effort, her Aaron is taken down by a few Mega Drain attacks. And while I could describe the battle after that to you, I just did, and nobody wants to hear the same 3 times. I cannot let myself get overconfident though. My non-existent team would easily get taken down by like 1 fire attack. Oh, it's a water type! Fool! You fool! You fool! You picked the wrong opponent this day!
You only have
Your Pikachu will not last much longer! What?
You only have Grovyle.
Oh yeah, just Grovyle.
I already have 3 Pokemon.
What the f***? So I needed another Pokemon, and I landed on Whismur, which I was able to get after beating Roxanne. But silly me, the only reason I picked it up was because of Boom Burst. But Boom Burst wasn't added until Gen 6. But you know what? It really doesn't matter. Whismur is happily welcomed onto the team. Life's been good to us recently. We shouldn't be so down about such a minor inconvenience. It's her, the daughter of Professor Birch. She knows what I did. She's here for revenge.
I am here for revenge.
Okay. The hell is some kid in a 2 birds gonna do? My Grovyle's unstoppable! Flame charge, wait. No. Wait. Stop. Pokemon's an easy game. That's why Pokemon MMO has gone out of their way to make the game a whole lot harder. I guess this means I can't solve everything with Grovyle after all. Or can we? Yep, never mind, we definitely can't. Or can we? The gym leader! She gave me the key! Well, my bad, I failed to notice the TM being handed to me since I was a little too caught up on my power trip. I guess pride really does come before a great fall. There'll be no more misplays from here on out. Constant focus, 100% force, no matter who we fight. Fisherman, Brawly, and especially youngster Calvin. Cue Calvin. Whoops, there I go again, getting ahead of myself. So ahead that I've already foreseen the next time I'm going to say that sentence, warranting the use of again in it. Well, it wasn't that complicated really. A quick swim to do for later and I was already fighting the second gym leader. I also grabbed this fish I found on the way there too. I liked the cut of his jib. A series of mega drains later and another gym leader got taken out by a very satisfied Grovyle. Yum yum. Nothing a gamer like myself can't handle. But maybe I need a break from the chaos. After all, one little slip up and I'll be seen as an inferior gamer to those around me. Maybe I'll go and appreciate the finer things in life, like this museum. What is with this line? Come on! Eventually the line did get in the building and all was going well until these weirdos tried to steal from one of the people working there. Oh cool man, crime's so bogus. Abiding by the law is totally tubular. Radical. So we beat them and then Yarhar comes in and warns me that my actions will have consequences if I continue. Or something like that, because all I heard was carb. Whismer evolves, reach Morville, free bike, yay, who cares, just get to the Watson fight. It totally knows Fire Fang, it knows Fire Fang, it knows Fire Fang, it knows What the f***, man? Resist, yep, Am I faster? No. So it's bulkier, does more damage, and it's faster, while being a lower level. Okay, my brain's been dumbed down by all the random trainers I've fought, but now I have to use mental energy, and I'm just a little taken by surprise, that's all. Watch, I'll easily fix this. Nyeh. Magikarp evolves into a very powerful Gyarados, and then learns Waterfall. This is big. I don't care about 4 times weaknesses. If a copper wire goes up against the Loch Ness Monster, I'm betting on the fucking Loch Ness Monster. Probably gonna need some more manpower anyway, though, so I caught this, Fuck, I forgot its name again. I am ready to destroy Santa Claus. So why am I at Little Root Town? Because when the boys say they're going to hop on, how could I possibly stay in pursuit of my own selfish goals? Santa Decimation can wait, I have gaming to do. So I wait. Before anybody arrives, I see 2 people having a battle. One with a Torchic, one with a Pikachu. My gamer senses are going off, and I check the battle to see what's up. Lo and behold, a murder out in broad daylight. In case you were wondering, no, you do not get anything for winning these, so I have no idea why anybody would... Okay. I lead with Gulpin against his Pikachu, and manage to take 1 Surf, getting off a yawn in the process. I figure he'll go for another Surf, but he picks Volt Switch instead. Pretty safe option, he gets to switch out after his attack, and he chooses to switch to his Shield on? The f***? Pretty much just lets me take it out with 0 trouble. Then he switches back to his Pikachu and proceeds to sweep my entire team with Volt Tackle. Joke's on him though, I stay winning because I have friends. Ah yeah, this is happening. Edge! We are very good friends.
Gaze at my Gulpin and weep in inferiority.
What's going on? No.
Give me mod perms. I need sound effects.
Mob? If
Mod
everybody's not special, then maybe you can be what you want to be?
I'm always special.
You are special, Blocks. That's good. Oh my fucking god. No, stop that one, please.
Royal Guard!
Wrong answer, you should have said, what one? Keep gulping on my swallow till I'm poison gas. You're wrong, sulfuric acid!
Was yo ho ho.
Yo ho ho! Yo ho ho! Pretty self-explanatory, yep. Oh my god! Ah, fuck my ears! My whole team gets fucked by this gym. Man, Gulpin's just weak. Loudred has no real answer. They have Ice Fang and Fire Fang on Manectric, so Grovyle's done. And Gyarados, it's electric gym, man.
The 22-year-old virgin is in the house.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Thunderwave. Yawn. So easy. And crit. Great. Lovely. Thanks for that. Gulpin, if you take out 1 enemy, I'll be so impressed. Paralyzed? Alright, that's an issue. It woke up instantly! Are you fucking kidding me? Gulpin, this is your one chance. You have to kill now. Paralyzed. Gulpin, what the f? Gulpin. Gulpin. Paralyzed 3 times, really? A shame. Live? Live. Good job, Loudred. You and your Wi-Fi ass. Oh, okay. Loudred's dead. Go get him, Chief. Oh yeah, this is happening. Yeah! He's gone. Crab Rave. Thank fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, 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 no. Switching. Actually, no, this might be the best case scenario. It's just a Volt Orb. He thought he was going to kill. Cool, it was I, Grovar. Juice. Okay, now Manectric's going to go for Fire Fang or Ice Fang or whatever. Just one of the two. Swap to Gyarados. Going to go for a weaker move. Yep. And his attack's been lowered. So then now he's going to go for like Volt Switch or some shit. And it's going to be Grovar. Oh yeah, I love cheesing. And now he's going to use Fire Fang. And we swap out again. I love this. F you, Watson, you dumb bastard. My strategy. My bullshit strategies. It works. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I beat that old man. Wait. A hard-fought victory, won with the power of friendship. Now that I'd earned the permission to use Rock Smash outside of battle, I had to pick a Pokemon to teach it to, and I chose Gulpin, because, in my words at the time, I won't keep Gulpin forever. Now that's what I call character development. I'm gonna go find Blocks. He's next.
Huh?
I'm gonna go find Blocks.
Huh? They haven't found you.
Triathlete Abigail. Route 110, would you like to... Stop using that one, please. Holy shit, that dude's got a shiny Ponyta. That's awesome. I'm gonna spectate these two nerds. What they got? Marshtomp versus Mawile. Oh, I gotta be here for this. This is interesting. He named his fucking Marshtomp Uwu Juice. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I hope when this video is done, he watches it so that he can feel ashamed. What the fuck is he doing? He's
not.
Oh my god. Right, how you doing? How you doing, champ? Here's my Gulpin. Appreciate him. Oh, do you want your Pokemon to follow you?
Oh, I forgot. I know how that works. I
Seems
think
to have a mask.
that's not a mask. That's a beard.
Oh, it looks like a ninja mask to me.
Yeah, it looks so weird. Like
That's
bruh.
no, honestly, that looks cool. Just own it.
It looks a bit weird in battle, though.
Wait, I gotta see.
I can show you on Discord.
I can fight you.
I can show you my
I
trainer
can
card.
fight you.
Hi.
Hello, Blocks. Fab's here.
Hello, Fab.
I beat Fab. You're next. I'm gonna find you. Where's Kiri? Kiri's next, actually. There's more cosmetics in that. Kiri, it's time to battle, Kiri. I've found you. Get over here. Get over here, Kiri. Luciana, okay. I respect the varied team.
I'm so
Rock
close.
Smash. It's Gulpin time. No,
Why do
Gulpin. Oh, that's tragic. Fury Cutter. Okay, well that's actually a good play. Holy sh! His Grovyle beat mine. Good job, Gyarados. That probably wasn't fair, but that's the point. I'm gonna go find Blocks now. Okay, he's not at Brawly. The f are you doing?
He's not at what?
He's not at Brawly. Ah, it's him!
Broly?
Fight! 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 Yeah! He's bald! He's bald! Holy shit! Scrimblow Bimblow. This is not the best situation for me.
Hello.
Okay,
Who are you?
We're just gonna get moving. Oh man.
I'll show you use quick attack. Use quick attack. Never mind. Whew. Any of those mud slabs will be useful later.
Aldred, you need to rectify this mistake. It was a chicken.
I'm quite hungry.
I won't be hungry for long.
Huh?
What did I switch to? What did I switch? Damn it! It was a mistake. It was a mistake. It was a
My
mistake.
hanks start hankering. Very easy. You alright?
Hello! It's me! Have you ever wanted one of these free
Oh god! He's losing it! No! Make it end! Make it end!
Come on,
Ash, catch
Dad,
him!
you
Ash,
can
catch him!
do it.
I fucking alt-tabbed and Ash Ketchum disappeared right before my very fucking eyes. I lost him. Why's my Loudred got a
What?
Oh my god! Gulpin! Gulpin! Yes!
He's nuts!
Yeah! This Gulpin! You play more sound effects, it's giving him power! Yes! Yeah! It's like a nightmare, but it just keeps on going.
Hey, if, any of y'all get a Pokemon with sleep powder, I vote you put the other Pokemon to sleep.
I'm so f***ing tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired.
Do it, pussy.
Make that joke.
What? No!
Hey, look who fell asleep first.
Pretty standard stuff, really. If my friends were trying to catch up, then my only options are to either better myself to compare against them, creating a healthy rivalry which will make us all stronger, or push them down before they can become a viable threat. I think you know which answer is the correct one. Looks like they're all gone now, so all I've got to do is Team Magma. Listen to me. I've been working on this video for like 2 weeks, and I've only managed to beat 3 gyms. If there was even a single in my entire body left to give, then I'm saving it for Norman. I do not care about pretending to not know what's going on when I'm already preparing to take on every other region, putting myself mentally 12 steps ahead. This gives me the grave flaw of not being able to see 2 feet in front of me, however, as the very same Team Magma grunts notice me mid-monologue and decide to book it. It's my job to catch them now, or whatever, but I really could not give less of a shit about the little argument these 2 smooth-brained terraformers are starting. Instead, let's focus on the real star of the show here. Me. This hat right here. It signifies character growth. See, I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better than I was before this all started. That's what it means. And now I get to beat up another gym leader, and I just have to pass through this fucking volcano to get there. Never mind, I guess I'm not passing through it, because this is where these assholes decided to have their gang war. I go to confront Maxie, and it's literally the easiest shit I've ever had to do in a video game. I am here. Time for gaming. I'm gonna beat you. Name aside, it manages to get Flame Body off on my Gyarados right at the beginning of the battle, halving his attack stat. What seems like a big issue is really just a minor setback in the grand scheme of things when you take into account that my tool of destruction this time is a giant flying water serpent, and her ace Pokemon is a fucking tortoise. Bye-bye, Gyarados. What? And then, what should have been an easy cleanup with Grovyle gets shot down by a fucking miss on a 95% accurate move. What? Whatever. Unlucky run. Bing, bang, boom. Problem solved. It really was just that easy. It's literally the easiest shit I've ever had to do in a video game. I didn't even get especially lucky with that, but it was easy. It was so... I don't care! I do not care! Shut up! Catch a Trapinch in hopes of a Flygon, and we're off to fight Norman! Yay! There he is, the cult leader, surrounded by his... what I can only assume to be his followers. The fight's fairly basic so far, trading blows. His slacking uses facade, we lose Swalot. This is where the fun begins. We all know about slacking, extremely strong but extremely lazy, only making a move every 2 turns, and I got this funny little disc marked TM28. I wonder what it does! This was the plan. This was the move. This was the gamer strategy. The gamer cheese. The cheddar cheese. I'm lactose intolerant. We are better. We are faster. We are stronger. I lost a penguin? That bitch, that random that we kidnapped? Oh shit, did I say that out loud? Haha, we got him! I was recording that, and now the police are here. Come get him, police. You know, I was told by all those internet guides that Norman would be the strongest gym leader. But if this is really the best challenge I'm going to find, I might as well be handed the champion title right now. Who's next? The flying gym leader. I need an electric type or like ice or something. Let's check. The black market. Yeah, it turns out that when I was so caught up in the cult business, every single other trainer was participating in the buying and selling of Pokemon. Animals that have intelligence rivaling or even sometimes far exceeding that of humans. That's fucked up. That's extremely fucked up. So you want to know what I did about it? I bought this living ice cream cone. It's ice type, has a special attack buffing nature, maxed out special attack IVs and 17 special attack EVs. I bought this fucking thing for like 6,000 fucking poker shekels. That's a steal. I stole this thing. It's mine now, fucker. It's also higher than my obedience level, so I'm not allowed to use it. But hey, I guess sometimes you just need to have a little patience to become the very best. Or maybe I'm just telling myself that so that I don't go apeshit. Only time will tell. And we're going to be spending a whole lot of time doing f*** all, since the next route is probably the most annoying route I've had to go through so far. So, what the f*** is happening now? Hey, so, first off, sorry if I got you to jump there. I don't have a clue why I actually decided to do that, but, secondly, it's about this point in recording that I got so bored of playing through Hoenn that I genuinely couldn't stand playing the game for about a month. Like, oh, it was me, but whatever, but I think that Hoenn actually has some of the worst route designs in all of Pokemon. It's just one of the worst regions overall, but that's completely besides the point. I'm just shitting on it out of anger at this point, so instead of trying to force content where I can't fucking find any, I figure we'll just switch up the content style, you know, keep you on your toes, that kind of thing. Enjoy minimalist editing for the next, I don't know, I haven't written the next part in yet. Okay, so I do have a whole load of things I could bring up on Hoenn, Kanto, Johto, Not You, and Sinnoh, but this video isn't about your bog-standard Pokemon region, nay, it is about Pokemon MMO! So we're going to talk about some of the stuff I've encountered. The movement is pretty annoying. There's this lag to every single move and turn that I take, and I'm sure it doesn't come through very well on video, but I assure you it's there, slowly draining away at my mortal form. And secondly, we've got the trainers. I feel stronger about this one, but I left it to second because I can understand why they've been made stronger, because Pokemon's an easy game for babies, and if you want it to be workable into a story for an MMO, there's got to be a difficulty increase. However, this also spreads to the random regular trainers. You're probably questioning why I'm saying that like it's a surprise, but the bane of a turn-based RPG's existence is random encounters. I've only played 2 games that do it good enough, and that's Persona and Pokemon. In Persona, random encounters are less a battle and more a puzzle on how fast you can get rid of the enemy. Every enemy has a weakness that you need to abuse to knock them down and deal massive damage to every single enemy. A system that isn't usually there for boss encounters because that's where the real fights are. In Pokemon games, it's extremely easy to knock out a trainer's 1 to 2 Pokemon down in a single hit, so you're able to just speed through regular encounters, and have to put more effort into the boss battles. Regardless, that's more so a case of Pokemon games being easy rather than good game design, but it's still effective at not giving me a fucking headache. Now, take Pokemon MMO. Every single trainer has been buffed to the max. Animations can't be removed, and text cannot be sped up. I start a route, I fight 2 trainers, half my team is injured, I run back to the Pokemon Center, rinse, repeat. I could bring potions, but I'm basically still at the start of the route. Potions cost money too, which is a resource that is way more important than you'd think it is. Plus, it still takes an annoying amount of time to navigate your menu to heal your Pokemon. Gyms and evil teams? Sure, challenge is good, but if regular old youngster Calvin managed to take out my Trico, then I'd be taking out my fucking monitor. Number 3. Pokemon breeding has been made a pain in the ass like in the old games. Why did we not bring in bottle caps and mints? Why have power items been turned into IV passing held items? It makes breeding expensive and EV training more time consuming. Do you really think people's favourite parts about competitive battling was the 100-hour barrier to entry? Why do both of the parents leave for the milk after laying an egg? Oh, because if you can just make as many competitive Pokemon as you want with these, then people will just sell them for dirt cheap and it'll ruin the economy. Oh no, the economy, whatever will we do? It's literally just going to make getting into competitive battling easier. Once you finish the main story in every region, there's basically nothing else to do. If you really care about the economy, then just put like a week-long cooldown on a Pokemon after breeding, man. Don't gatekeep a major aspect like this. I've beat all the regions. Should I spend 1,000 hours making a team of Pokemon to battle the odd trainer or two that has also passed the same barrier? Or should I just go play literally anything else? This has been the complaining segment with Penguin. Now getting back to your regularly scheduled... I'm disappointed. Getting to this gym was so fucking annoying. So there's 2 gyms left until we can challenge the Pokemon League, and the next one is Psychic. I'll probably be fine. I have 2 Pokemon with Crunch. I'm a little goon going around stealing badges and fucking shit up. I feel this is appropriate. This shit is awful. I'm fucking leaving. I'm going to Kanto. God is out to get us, little one. He's out to get us! No, you don't understand. There's a higher power in this world. He's against... You're a fire, there's water. I can't... Alright, whatever. Yep. Okay, so, in my Kanto-fueled hype, I appear to have blacked out and woken up to an already edited montage to Friday Night Funkin' B-side song, really nice instrumental by Rosebud. And I don't have any other ideas for what I was going to do here for the transition between regions, so I'm just not going to change it. Upon entering a new region, your badges are no longer with you, and so your level cap reverts. This causes your friends that have been there with you through thick and thin to immediately escape into the PC, never to be used again until you prove yourself a second time. Remember, there is no such thing as a true friend in this life. Betray them first before they betray you. Stay anxious, schizophrenic, and unfathomably base! So, it begs the question, why the f*** would I ever do this to myself? Well, I believe I've made my region preferences clear, and I do not intend to change them. If you'll indulge me for a second, as we break free of the canon plotline, you'll come to find that traveling to Kanto was the best thing to ever happen to me. Money, battles, and impeccable drip! You may have noticed that once the chronological video structure was broken, the universe collapsed in on itself. Well, I did too. What the f***? I didn't know that was gonna happen. I'm not doing that ever again. Holy shit, that was awful! Misty was a bit of trouble, but a little leveling and she went down. Yeah, I really don't have anything to say for that entire segment. You know, it's a bit difficult to make a video on an RPG interesting. I used Firefang on the trainer's Pokemon until I won. I then repeated this on the next 6 trainers. I then finally made it to the city. Wow. What the f***? What the f*** have I just stumbled across? Now I'm in a big-ass boat looking for a backdrop so I can get a CD. I love Pokemon. I get to fight back-to-back trainers with the same strategies and team compositions. It's genuinely exhilarating! I have this ominous sense of danger. So I left. And now we get to play fun trash game! Woo! The search fight was fairly simple, and boom, Lucario, great. Need to get through Rock Tunnel, so I get to use my God-given right to look up the map to get through. And hey, would you look at that Sceptile? Gee Willikers, it's a spooky, scary Lavender Town. Don't care, head to the mart, check for hats! What the f*** is that? That's a traffic cone. Nah, that's a traffic cone. Now, I'm a planner. I'm a winner. I'm a gamer! Sabrina's gym, infamous for its difficulty. Absolute bullshit. Kanto, complete jack in terms of psychic type counters. If I go in unprepared, I'm gonna get my face rearranged. So we use the black market to sell drugs. And now I've got a Vullaby! Funny thing is, following the canon plotline, I actually don't figure out how to even enter the city until like another 50 hours. Hey, you wanna know what happens when you bring a fire type into a grass gym? That Amori. Hear me out, okay? I was on a high after stomping through a gym, and on the way to the Celadon Pokemon Center, my eyes crossed with a casino. It was about then where everything in my vision seemed to black out. 5 hours later, finally coming back to consciousness, fictionally slot spinning for fictional threads. It was here that I came to the realization, the truth of Celadon City. The gym was made easy on purpose. It was all a scheme, forcing you into letting your guard down only to get your money squeezed out of your pockets by two individuals who look like they frequent Weenie Hut Juniors. And not just that, I'm pretty sure that employee over there's Team Rocket. Man, someone should really do something about that. But I did still want the tuxedo, so... You may have noticed that once the chronological video structure was broken, the universe... I've been here before! Well, this is awkward. Koga did give me some trouble. I was not expecting the Weezing to survive Gyarados' +3 attack waterfall, and I absolutely didn't anticipate it to be holding a custard berry, an item so obscure that I only learned what it was right now as I was editing this. And lastly, I would have never in my wildest dreams thought that Weezing, the living, suffering, yet still breathing hive mind, would be such a team player. In all honesty, that's based, but I don't fucking like it. It goes without saying that once Gyarados goes down, the whole ship goes down with him. Attempt 2. Literally do not even break a sweat. No man-made perspiration dripping down my incredible biceps today, gents. No, no, no. The salty runback is where all hell breaks loose. With joy in my heart, I eradicated every single atrocity on Koga's team. Muck is sludge, constantly falling apart. Weezing is... Oh, we've been over him. Venomoth was born a Venomoth, and Crobat's fine, which is why it seems appropriate that he was the one to give me the most trouble. Not even a flash of remorse on my face. We walk out. Gamers. Battle plan. Not changed in the slightest. From youngster Calvin to champions and beyond. My strategy remains the same. Do a little dance. Apologize in advance. Leave without sparing a passing glance. All just because I ripped my pants. The Gaming Gospel. Page 3112. In fact, I'm gonna make it so incomprehensible that even I completely forget what I'm gonna do next! Why am I in Hoenn? Don't ask stupid questions, stupid! Let's get going, we've got a- Hey guys, where's your boss? Route 122, your whore! Okay, thanks. What I didn't know was that Route 122 was, God forbid, a water route. 20-year-old classic RPG encounter rate? Count me in, 7.8 out of 10. Love the water. And let me remind you, he's never gonna get the milk. He's never gonna come back with the milk. I hate this game. Your whore, I'll take the red orb to control Kyogre instead of the blue orb, which controls Groudon. Obviously. And then they went to some place where, naturally, I, local child, will hunt them down. Only one qualified for the job. 50% money, 50% overconfidence, and 100% homeless. Let's fucking do it! Switch our bikes to the Pikeman. The Aqua Bike has the properties and finesse to bee-hop its way through the untamed rugged paths of the mountain. Now check this fucking stuff! Are you fucking kidding me? I love Pokemon MMO! Doesn't matter, I dealt with it. Team Aqua's next. Lucario gets brutally beat by a bitch-balls bastard bat. He disappoints me every single day. I mean, really, the only one that gets results here is Gyarados. If I dropped everything else, I'm actually not confident that I'd be able to tell the difference in performance. In fact, once all hell breaks loose and one of Team Aqua's admins really, and I mean really, completely f***s my shit up, only one Mon was left standing, and you'll never guess who it was. My next goal is to follow Team Aqua underwater, for which I need the Dive HM, for which I need to beat Tate and Liza. Skipping the next half hour I spent traversing the ocean, I wasn't too worried coming in. I had a Lucario with the move Crunch. High physical attack meant this thing was going to do some real damage. In hindsight, bringing a fighting type into a psychic gym 10 levels above him was not one of my finest moments. But in a game so laser-focused about forcing you to pick 6 Pokemon and only ever using them at risk of being underleveled, it's kinda hard to tell what's even my fault anymore. Types are just a social construct when you really think about it. 2 times taken damage is just a result of the ever-powerful placebo effect. once I told this information to my Lucario, it's just too easy. Hey guys, look! Team Magma's doing... something! Ooh! I don't care! Let me be a normal person, please! The Maxi fight was extremely dumb. It opens with Maxi socking Steven in the face, to which nobody seems to acknowledge, then is followed up by a double battle between me and Steven versus Maxi and one of his admins. I assume Steven's about to bring out that 100% certified gaming level 80 Metagross, but I'm instead met with the same feeling I get when I look at my Lucario. Disappointment. And it wasn't just the levels, because out of our collective 6 Pokemon, only one of them was not weak to fire attacks. I genuinely do not know what happened here. Gyarados got hit with a fire attack and went down all the same. I'm in complete confusion and a state of mental disarray, which is where my Lucario decides at the perfect time to reveal his godlike abilities, knowing I will not be able to tell if I hallucinated the traumatic event correctly once all is said and done. What the fuck am I looking at? To top off the craziness of this criminally cryptically clued conflict, I'm only given about a total 3 Pokemon to get the job done. I am going to find the man behind this design decision, and I cannot wait to see the headline for tomorrow's news. Criminal organization brings champion and gym-destroying trainer to their knees because half their belts were locked off by the will of God! Taking me about 3 attempts and 2 hours of grinding, I managed to defeat them. I have nothing else to say, no new strategy, nothing brilliant. I simply made my guys have numbers a little better and carried on. Also, we've got a Flygon now. Okay, rock slide time. You're a bitch! You're a bitch! Archie? More like, not even hard, even slightly, even a little bit. I've been traveling through the water for the past 5 hours, going to one place, fighting one guy, and then moving to the next. But with Rayquaza, I'm free. At last. F***ing finally. And speaking of finally, right after this, I've got a battle with the final gym leader of Hoenn, and holy shit, holy f***. Someday soon I'll be in a better place. Someday soon I'll experience joy again. And that day swiftly approaches. All I've got to do is keep doing what I've already been doing for the past half an hour. Winning. Battle begins. Whiscash versus Sceptile. It should have been an easy one, and that's why I probably should have seen the grass-reducing berry coming. If I'm not spending every waking moment thinking of ways I can be sabotaged, I'm doing it wrong. Sceptile is punished with an Ice Beam, getting a 10% chance to freeze on impact, and the rage consumes my soul. Oh, lucky. Very lucky. Very, very lucky. Holy shit. The weird thing about this series of actions right here is that, despite all the emotion that came with it, it was ultimately a completely pointless event. If you're f***ing stupid, this was a message from the higher powers, directed towards me and my superior mind. My quest has led to the recognition I've always deserved, and I cannot, shall not, will not lose. As foretold in the stars, Freezing Star, Giga Drain Attack! John Hun, Juan, whatever the f*** sends out Wolverine. I switch into Lucario. Sceptile needs to still be usable for later water types, and Lucario has a 4 times resist to the incoming Ice Beam. Despite this, it still manages to take around a quarter of Lucario's health, and that is f***ing terrifying. I pick Close Combat, not expecting it to KO, but desperately needing an out. Lucario is instantly put to low health by a Water Pulse. I'd say it's unfortunate for him, but the concept of fortune is nothing but a cope, a sieve, a mold for people without power. Take it out, Furbet, use Bullet Punch. Cleanup crew. High speed, super effective, say less. Say Gex. Get. One dastardly surprise was the appearance of a Kingdra. He did not have this in the actual games. Genuine evil forces at play here, gamers. But we do not falter. Snorlax, the big beefy wall comes out. Lose a quarter, hit him with the body slam. Paralysis, truly forces are at play. Jan Han Bran fucking whatever switches into a Crawdaunt, fearing for the well-being of his soon-to-be flattened fish. They call me Thanos because I'm inevitable. Switching to Gyarados, we have a little scuffle, and then he switches into Gorbis. We don't complain about free Dragon Dances. I use another Dragon Dance to need to hit hard and fast if I want to take out the Kingdra later, of course. And this thing comes out with Toxic. F*** this thing. That'll deal slow, methodical, and increasing damage every single turn, crippling the efficiency of my creature. Why did Crunch only do half its health for 2 times attack? I will never know. Gorbis down. Hanjan Juan sends in Kingdra to finish the job, I guess. Surviving a Crunch on extremely low health and taking out Gyarados. Rest in peace, big man. You did well. I won't let your efforts be in vain. The work of the evil and unjust is at play. Good. The battle will be grand in scale and glorious in its conclusion. Do us proud, Fat Man! As if activated by his reappearance, Snorlax's inflicted paralysis flares up, opening Kingdra up for the ultimate body slam! This fight is already over! I have won! One day, I will dry out your Kingdra with salt and it will be served on my dinner plate. But that day will have to come when the battle is won. And it will be won! Double proc paralysis. Once Kingdra could finally move again, it was already all over. You played well, Snorlax. Excellent job. Remember what they have taken from us, Nidoking. Remember the allies lost. Do not succumb to evil. Deal the final blow. Finishing move. Mega Horn! Checking my map, I see Evergrande City, the location of the Pokemon League, left undiscovered. And so it's time to build the final team. Lucario, Volibee, Snorlax, Gyarados, Flygon, Vanillux. A powerful team. Half of them from the black market. Indicative of my entire playthrough. These Pokemon were specifically chosen for the last few battles ahead, but I kinda just forgot Wally existed. Fair enough, really. And unrelated to that, I'd like to offer some advice. Wise words that I saw on a shirtless Instagram post. That which you fail to consider will ultimately be your downfall. It thus came as no surprise to me when I watched my perfectly built team get ripped apart by this disease-ridden child. Oh, he's got a Gallade now. That's nice. So, you know, we get rid of HM Wheelmer in order to not waste a team member. Go back in, he's just standing there this time. I go to talk to him, he's spouting his post-battle dialogue. Should I be glad? It looks like Pokemon MMO didn't even program correctly in the event of losing to Wally, and that kind of hurts. Guess I'll put HM Wheelmer back on, begin the victory road for real this time. Man, I fucking hate this kid! This is Charizard, and he's going to carry us to victory. This silly guy wants to learn Scary Face. What a jokester. Altaria. Bizarre. Use Rock Slide! Finish it now, Flygon! Oh, fuck. That wasn't even half. Oh. Get the fuck out of here! I'm being a silly guy. Oh, gotta play around the crit range. Ooh. Get crunched, idiot. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use Waterfall, and then we're gonna embrace death because it's warmer than the fucking. You never catch me alive, you. Grass type. Ooh. Use Crunch. Check out this neat trick I got. Crit hit! Oh my god, I wasn't even sure I was gonna kill! Yes! You're outnumbered, you fool! You fool! Every battle ends with Gyarados. It is a constant. Okay, so, slight oversight, I forgot I'm playing Emerald, so the champion's going to be Wallace instead of Steven, and I have to be prepared to fight 6 water types instead of 6 rock types, so I'm replacing Snorlax with Sceptile. Grass beats rock and water anyway, so why didn't I put him on in the first place? How was this relevant? I don't know. F you to the move Flash. I'm gonna look up the map and wander around in the dark. If you didn't do this, then I don't respect you. And to add on to that statement, I'm guessing at least most of you didn't even question why I showed a Vanillish on screen when I said Vanillux. Well, here we are. He evolved. He's got decent stats, and an actually useful move in Ice Beam, so I'm going to give him my own personal Penguin seal of approval. Every other move he has is completely terrible, but that doesn't really matter. When you see this guy coming out, you already know what's about to go down. that's about all I have to say on Victory Road. Took me a few hours, but at this point there's absolutely nothing that can stop me. You ever wondered what happened to the others? Chilean Blocks Beanius? They left. They quit. Fighting through battles to reach more, even harder battles, was strangely enough not their idea of a good time. Not me, though. I am the unshakable one. I am built of bigger, better, and stronger stuff. I have way too much time on my hands. I gave Lucario an EXP candy that I bought for, like, all of the rest of my money. But, you know, it's worth it, I feel. It's worth it. There's just one thing I forgot. Let's fucking get it, gamers. Spoiler alert, they were hard. I spent hours cracking away at this slowly. Hours which would obviously be a waste of time to show you, so instead I'll just play the first winning attempt I got against each one. First off is Sydney. He's got a fairly competent set of Pokemon across the board, but nothing too dangerous. Also, apparently, the Elite Four gets actual items before you're able to gain access to them, like Focus Sashes and Life Orbs. Oh joy. My immediate plan was to start setting up bulk ups on Lucario, but then I took a look at the levels. Shiftry whittled away at Lucario, but I did get away with 2 times to his attack and defense before taking out the Shiftry. And here comes Cacturn with the fabled Focus Sash. But like, I'll cope. I've got a Gyarados. Next was Sceptile, because I assumed he could just take it out instantly. He did. Sydney sent out a Mightyena, and using my experience over the past 40 minutes, I thought, wow, this thing probably has elemental attacks like Fire Fang, doesn't it? Yes. It kills itself with Double Edge. Nice. I assumed that his Absol would be faster than my Sceptile given the level difference, but apparently not! He gets to severely weaken the Absol before going down and being replaced with the boy! Boom, it's gone. Crawdaunt. Shit. This thing is extremely awkward to deal with. It's got Water and Dark Resist for Gyarados, Ice Resist for Vanilluxe, and Ice Attacks for Flygon and Vullaby. And sure, it was a pain to take out, but it's still a 4v1. He succumbs soon enough. Wait, is succumb a word? Yes, and with our vocabulary expanded, we move right on to Phoebe, who, again, spoilers, very sorry, was actually defeated on the same run. Turns out, by the way, Pokemon MMO gives free healing to our team after each fight. Literally the first and only good thing they've added. It almost makes up for the fact that the Elite Four members give no money on defeat. Are you kidding me? Since I don't exactly have any hard counters to Phoebe yet, I figured I'd just send in Dragon Dance Gyarados and sweep her team before she could make a move. A Sableye? I thought. Wow! Freest fucking win I ever did see! Wait, is freest a word? Wait. No. Also, I forgot about the move Foul Play. For my non-Pokemon players out there, firstly, why are you here? Secondly, Foul Play is a move that deals damage depending on the attack stat of the enemy Pokemon, and I was increasing both attack and speed in order to win easily, but fate had other plans! Send in Vullaby. Baby fight. Woo. The adult in the room intervenes. He'll be the only one fighting babies today. Vullaby proves her soon-to-be worth by managing to tank a super effective Ice Punch before going down to his Thunder Punch. He felt like mixing it up, I guess. Since it already had both of those punches, I just assumed it had Fire Punch too, and what do you know? It hits super effective on every single Pokemon I have! Send in Lucario, use Bulk Up to increase defenses and offenses at the same time, tank some attacks and then strike. Oh, cool! Earthquake! Nice! Also super effective! Lucario was just about tanky and hard-hitting enough to take out Dusknoir in the end, and also just about fast enough to sweep her entire team! Yeah, game's too easy. And I know I said I have no hard counters against Phoebe, but I absolutely do not have any counters against the Ice Trainer Glacier. Resistant or super effective against everything on my team, I knew I was going to have to fight hard for this one. And fight hard I did! For you see! I'd really rather just not talk about this one. After an amount of time spent throwing myself at the Elite Four, we finally got the big bird! Let's fucking go! Unfortunately for her, Glacier's team in the actual game is a little bit, well, shit. But it's here that we've got to deal with the biggest hurdle so far. 2 Frostlass. This particular attempt was going quite well since Lucario KO'd the first with 2 bullet punches and got the other to half health. And while we're only able to briefly mention Frostlass in video, I'll have you know that this is a lot better than the alternative. which would be 15 minutes of me sobbing, trying desperately to describe the anguish I feel in my soul once I'm hit with another unnaturally regularly occurring 10% Ominous Wind Omni stat buff. And on that note, I send in Mandibuzz, trying to stop the AI from using Ominous Wind. Dark type resists Ghost, but Mandibuzz is also part flying, and therefore weak to Glacier's very existence. At least she didn't use Ominous Wind. I'm hoping. Oh no, it has Thunder. Oh, I made a mistake. Oh shit. Please. Okay, guys, let's play a fun game. Can you spot Glacier's imminent downfall? Yep. Okay. A little down. A little to the left. There you go! Freedom is on the horizon! The biggest worry I had coming in was Drake, the Dragon-type user. Dude has a Salmons, and considering Glacier replaced her dumb, stupid, idiot, dumb, stupid Celios with the banes of my existence, I thought it was safe to assume that Drake got rid of his shell guns for something a little more traumatizing. So we start off with Vanillux, right? And let the unknown take advantage of me? Who knows what this guy's got up his sleeve? You seriously think I'm gonna dive face first into the clutches of this big buff sailor man with my strongest weapon and just come out unscathed? Did you guys know that dragons are often seen breathing fire? Very interesting stuff. I'm somewhat of an intellectual. So here we go, Lucario versus Altaria, and we save Vanillux for the perfect moment. No? Okay. Oh! Okay, straight to the main f***ing course. Okay guys, let's play another fun game. Which of these moves is Salmons going to use? A. Flamethrower. B. Earthquake. Or C. Break. The answer was C! Karate Master Salmons chips a good amount of health off Lucario. They have a bit of a back and forth before Drake decides to be that guy. Well, you know what? You can play this game, buddy! Full heal, full heal, full heal. I win by Salamence, by Lucario. Good a time as any, I guess. Vanillux comes out and apparently has enough special defense to take a Fire Blast. You see that? That's my boy out there. That's my guy. 6,000 Poké Shekels, what a bargain. You truly can't put a price on friendship. At least that's what I tell my Pokemon, to distract them from the fact that I have no real power over them and they could just start a revolt anytime they wanted. What the f***? Drake has a Kingdra? Vanillux down! Cool! Only my greatest weapon dispatched easily by what should have stayed a terrible ghost in my past! Here he goes, charging up the ultimate move! How much damage is it gonna do? You know, I'd laugh if I didn't think I'd accidentally start to cry. And the ghost in my past you shall remain, you demon! Altaria takes out Mandibuzz, sending Flygon, try to use Rock Slide, he has a second Flygon. Cool! Some would say that I'm a little backed against the wall here. There's nothing I can really do against this Flygon. Of course, if I were able to get some Dragon Dances off, Gyarados could easily become strong enough to take it out in a single hit, but there's no way Drake would let me do that. He is really gonna let me do that. At first I was a little anxious that the Altaria had an electric move or something, but no, I guess not. And you aren't gonna hear me complaining? Destroy Altaria! Destroy Flygon! Why did it live? Shit. Sceptile, the last hope, fast as fuck boy, will surely land the first blow and take out the Flygon. It all rests on his shoulders. Remember to subscribe, guys, for more epic moments like this. Drake, you're bad. Easy. Wallace is the final opponent. A tough one, too. And after this long journey, I feel that Sceptile, my starter Pokemon, has really grown up. He's the first of my Pokemon, and it's almost like we've built one hell of a friendship through the wins and the losses. But I don't deal with friendship, I deal with stats. And if there's one thing that's gonna get me through my problems, it's the one thing that's always got my back. Always been there when I'm at my lowest. The black market. And thus we've come full circle. Character arc finished and chaotic neutral path established. And now, at last, there's only one thing left to do. Gyarados is almost certainly one of Wallace's strongest Pokemon, extremely powerful all round. I sure would know a lot about Gyarados. We test the waters with an energy ball. Mediocre damage, not worth the Ice Fang that instantly follows up. Of course, as displayed by the last battle, Sceptile seems to have deceptively high defense, so he manages to just barely survive. I switch to Lucario, deal a little more chip damage, and lose Lucario. Send Sceptile back in, and a second energy ball is enough to take it down. Thank God we got rid of him before he could do any more damage. Wallace's second Pokemon is Tentacruel. For those who don't know, this thing has the special defense of a Psychic on Psychedelics. Not a fan, must say. We use Dig to deal any sort of damage before Sceptile is dispatched, but apparently the squid moves faster than Gek Ninja. Alrighty. Okay, next plan. We send in Gyarados to Dragon Dance, and take it out once we have enough power stockpiled. This will leave us in a very advantageous position afterwards. After all, Tentacruel has extremely high speed and special defense, so it can't possibly have that much attacking power, right? Plus, any water or ice move would be pretty ineffective against me. One thing I didn't consider, poison moves, steals a third of his health. I do the math. Yeah, just barely, this should be possible. Crunch, bring Tentacruel rather low. One more attack should finish him. Sludge Bomb leaves Gyarados at 5 HP. Gyarados will be able to hit Tentacruel first, we're good, and it poisoned f***ing hell. And without taking a single life, Gyarados goes down. We've lost 3 and Wallace has lost 1. I think it's safe to panic now. Out of my remaining, I send out Mandibuzz. Tentacruel's already lost a lot of health, so it shouldn't be too bad. And Wallace uses a full restore! That's it! That's enough! My gamer hands reach into my very, very deep pockets. Did you ever wonder why I was so broke? Because you're about to find out! The next 5 minutes were a series of nasty plots, hyper potions, and ice beams, as Mandibuzz stocked up power to take out Tentacruel. And yeah, eventually, Tentacruel goes down. He ought to have known his place from the start! Wallace's next Pokemon, the one, the only, Milotic. Ice Beam. Half my Mandibuzz's health, and Mandibuzz is quite the tank too, so this is pretty f***ing concerning. Well, I mean, it would be if I hadn't already spammed nasty plots on Tentacruel to multiply Mandibuzz's special attack by 4 fucking times! Let him have it, big bird! And that was the end of Mandibuzz. So we're left 4-2. I could either send in Vanillux or Ferrothorn. In goes Ferrothorn. Milotic uses Recover. Sure. Ferrothorn uses Power Whip. Its health goes back to what it was before. Do you want to guess what happens next? 3 minutes of Recover, Power Whip, Recover, and Power Whip again. Whoa, wait a second. What's this silly little move right here? Curse lowers the user's speed and increases their defense and attack. That's a trade-off I'm willing to make, even if none of Wallace's Pokemon use physical attacks. Ferrothorn's not exactly the agile type to begin with, you can tell that by looking at him. So we don't need the speed either. Power increased, Milotic gets what it f***ing deserves! Next up, Ludicolo. A bit of an iffy typing, Ludicolo is the only grass and water type in the game. Power Whip would be extremely ineffective, but whoa, wait a second, what's this silly little move right here? Ludicolo uses Scold, extremely minimal damage. Nothing to worry about? Nothing to worry about with Scold. That's right, absolutely nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary. We use Pin Missile, it hits 2 times, the lowest possible amount. Another Scold, another Pin Missile, it hits 2 times, the lowest possible amount. Ferrothorn's health is actually getting a little worrisome, so we heal him again. Because, I mean, Wallace used a full restore that one time. I can't even get my hands on regular max potions. That's how badly outclassed we are. Another Scold. A second Scold. It burns. I hate my life. Burn deals little chip damage every turn. And it also halves all physical attack, so Pin Missile proceeds to do little baby damage. Again, it only hits 2 times. Alright, I think I'm starting to see the writing on the wall. I was probably doomed from the start. Check my bag. Do I have anything to fix burn? Yes. 5 burn heals. Great, so we heal that. And Wallace uses a full restore on Ludicolo. On the bad side, this is obviously a terrible turn of events. It invalidates everything that we've done thus far. On the good side, it validates everything that I'm about to do. Scald again, Pin Missile again, 3 hits. Finally, even just mediocre odds was all we needed to instantly take out over half of Ludicolo's health. The fact that this despicable dancing dickhead somehow continues to breathe is proof that a higher power has it out for me. Scald again, it burns. Pin Missile, it hits 4 times. If it managed to hit 5 times, it would have KO'd. So, Hyper Potion into Burn Heal into Hyper Potion, because if Ferrothorn goes down, then it's safe to say that we lose, because the only thing we have left is a double scoop extra frosty ice cream cone. Ludicolo uses Scold. It burns again. Luckily, at this point, he's too injured for this to save him. Bye-bye, Ludicolo. So, time to use our brains. Wallace is a water-type specialist. He doesn't have very many great options to deal with something like Ferrothorn, and so the AI decided that out of his remaining Pokemon, Ludicolo would have been his best bet. So from now on, it only gets easier. Excellent. Also, Hearthome leveled up and he wants to learn Gyro Ball. And sure, why not? I'm feeling a little silly. Let's replace Pin Missile! Wailord. It really is a testament to how shitty Hoenn is. The final opponent uses exclusively water types. In a region filled with the most god-awful routes known to man, this is truly the only way it could have ended. Wallace does us a little bit of damage as we use a burn heal and a hyper potion. Aw shit, is that Wailord using Scald? Instant burn. Burn heal, hyper potion. Is life just a cycle of the same actions every single day? Do we have a say in anything? I don't know. Bye-bye, Wailord. Out comes Wallace's last Pokemon Whiscash. Water and ground type. 2 types weak to grass. Guess what happens next? Then some other shit happened, but that doesn't really matter. And that's Poke. A Pokemon fan game that takes a pre-existing game from the classic Pokemon days and makes it slightly worse. Alright, video done! Time to upload. Wait. Has this been here the whole time? Yes, we did finally beat the game. However, all I've been doing up until now is just the same old Pokemon playthroughs that we're all familiar with, but with a few more questionable practices. As it turns out, there's an entire game here. A game beneath the game. An intended experience beyond what most who download, play for 5 hours, and never get back on again will ever find. It's been right under our noses this entire time. And to all those watching who haven't played yet and think they'd like to, I heavily suggest that you firstly, don't, and secondly, integrate this into your playthrough, like I haven't. What am I talking about? You weren't wondering that, you've probably already pieced it together, and I should really just get on with it already. Everything else! I want to be strong, I want to be rich, and most importantly, I want to be attractive. Fortunately, these 3 things usually come hand in hand. You just need to go through the motions with diligence, and maybe even a little luck. For me, this means hours of Googling. So many hours. It's not just like Pokemon, there's been balance changes, seemingly negligible differences that throw little changes in that mess me up. Does it matter? I don't know. This is the intended MMO experience, don't question it. For you, this means either a mess of going from one thing to the next, hopping between different subjects as I try desperately to explain what I'm doing by describing something I plan to be doing in a couple thousand hours. Again, this is the intended MMO experience, don't question it. Or, I could instead have a beautiful, cohesive, and chronological experience, not explaining what I'm planning, but taking you along anyway. That sounds a whole lot better to me. So the first step was more a proof of concept, if anything. Take this brand new Riolu, give him an EXP share, go to this specific spot in Hoenn's Battle Frontier, and spam Sweet Scent using an Oddish. This summons 5 very vicious and deadly Tentacruel that Flygon is able to take out in one attack using Earthquake. Very handy. And the Riolu evolves. Neat. So what the fuck is actually going on here? I want to put the move Extreme Speed on a Zigzagoon through breeding, and Lucario is somehow the easiest accessible option for that. Grinding for friendship evolutions has been widely renowned for years as a pain in my ass, by enjoyers and critics alike. So Lucario being the best one, I think, is quite telling. And another thing, I already mentioned it earlier, passingly, but if you want to make a high IV Pokemon, give us money! About 30 minutes of grinding once per day trainer fights only manages to give me a couple thousand, so I know that's not going to be working at all. To the untrained mind, this may seem like an issue, but to an intellectual, such as myself, I already know in my heart of hearts what I must do. The only natural course of action at this point is to complete the entirety of Unova in record speed. No joy, no sentimentality. I'm just a businessman doing business. If I decided to go over the entirety of this too, then the video would take actual years to come out. So I'm not going to do that. Meet new team members, Crocodile and Among Us. But anyway, I succeeded. The result is this Zigzagoon with extreme speed and, like, good enough, I guess, IVs. I can finally pay for my crippling gambling debt after swiping from every single man, woman, and child in Unova. I may now be a wanted man, but at least I'm wanted, I'll take it! All my immediate plans were taken care of quite easily. Whatever could be next? Well, chronologically, This is where my encoder started acting up and overflowing, because my feeble computer could not handle the amount of video files I had accumulated over the course of my playthrough, and this was the result. My solution to this problem was to finish editing everything I'd done up until this point, download it, delete all of the footage that made it up, and then continue as normal for the second part. The hurdle was that I now had to face the severe consequences of procrastination. And we're back. Now, you may be wondering, what is actually even the point of continuing anymore? Well, if you'd been paying attention, you may have noticed my obsessive need to prove myself to friends and acquaintances alike. A task I went about with power and efficiency, quickly taken care of once the rest stopped even trying. However, if you'd been paying even greater attention, you may have noticed a worrying, malicious, and downright terrifying force following me through all possible Pokemon-related competition. While I could fight the elite of the player base, spending the next year of my life playing Pokemon MMO, actually, no, I think I'd rather be shot into orbit. Final boss time it is! We meet up at Miitopia City for the last battle. Me, the ultimate Pokemon enjoyer, and him. Some call him DHVE, some call him Big D. And no matter what games I choose to sink my time into, he always tries and succeeds to be better than me. But this time is different. I'm strong, I'm big, I'm quick on my feet, and I'm ready to go. They call me the Pokemon, because when I play, I do it correctly. I've never lost, not even once, and I'm not about to start outside the local budget museum.
What is this guy? Oh my god, unknown challenger. He's scared. He's just looking at the flower. Oh, another challenger.
Oh! I can't set it above 50, my bad.
That's not... That ruins my whole plan. Okay, let's do this.
Real
She kinda bad.
What?
Nah, I'm just on about your avatar.
What?
Fly gone. Fly is about to be gone? Jeez.
No! No,
That's
he's
right.
not. Don't
He
even
is.
joke like that. Flygon would never be Flygon.
Fly dead.
Gah! Ah, how could you say such things?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit.
right. That's right.
Tailwind?
That's right. Bye-bye. Yeah, negative 20.
Go,
'cause I'm
Among
gonna
Us.
do as well. Oh, it's the mushroom? Okay. You're not gonna see this one coming.
I think I will. I've already foreseen all of your movements.
Oh, yeah?
Because what the he's a master in his craft.
What does that do?
Something.
Uh-oh.
He's fucking
Looks
dead.
like I need to use
Shit. Oh,
Typhlosion.
get out of there, Mowgli. You need to escape. Just kidding. Use, I could have planned that better.
Me when I bust a note.
Yeah,
You know something about... Do you know choice specs by any chance?
yeah, I do know choice, but
You know choice specs?
yeah, I do.
Pretty useful.
How much damage is it gonna do?
You know Tailwind? It's pretty useful. It's pretty useful. Help me.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know what?
Here for a real
I'm gonna hit him with it.
What? With it? Oh my god.
That's
I
right.
can't even believe you'd do this.
Have you ever played the hit game Pokemon?
He
He
lives.
still did a lot of
Oh,
damage.
shit.
And I'm... Oh.
You gotta get him with one attack.
Have you heard of the hit game Among Us?
Oh no. Now, I don't know much about his battle plan, but considering the many IV, EV, and competitive training related questions I've been getting asked on Discord.com in the past month, I think I can safely assume that I'm dealing with a monster. The base stat total of a Garchomp is nothing to take lightly, and with the combined power of his jolly nature and perfectly crafted moveset, it is, as some would say, so f***ing over! I have no chance here! The only thing I'm able to do is select one more move while I still have the chance!
Wait, I flinched. Wait,
Beat his ass! Beat his ass!
this didn't happen in the simulations. I've got an idea. Please work.
Oh fuck! Holy shit, grass man.
Yeah, this gives me a 90% buff.
Do
That's not gonna kill that. That's not gonna kill that. Nice. Looks like I was in quite the predicament.
Oh,
but that's all gone now. Crisis
Oh.
averted.
Kick his ass!
Dodge! He dodged it.
Oh wow.
No. Ultima.
He jumped really fucking high.
Ultima, you know Typhlosion? He was so nice, I had to do it twice.
Why?
That's right. And guess what?
Why?
Have you heard of the hit item choice set?
No! Why have you done this to me?
Oh, I used the wrong move.
Oh, fuck, he's burned. I can do this. I'm not even worried. Even with burn, it's gonna kill. Watch this. Fuck my life, man. Fuck my life. Fuck me in the
Have you ever heard of the Trio Typhlosion?
That's not your last Pokemon. It's not. You don't have 3 Typhlosions. You don't. Please, Bird. Please, Big Bird. You gotta do this. You gotta.
Roll the bird.
Get rid of his choice specs!
Roll.
Alright! I'll admit it, gamers, I'm not having a good day. I'm staring into the ocean, for f***'s sake, like I'm waiting for a greater power to make itself known to me. And to be honest, in a way, it kind of did. For while my cheeks may still be red, I can stare into the top left of my screen and take solace in the fact that my bank account is still doing quite nicely. I genuinely don't know how I didn't think of this sooner. Break free of the victim complex. Step 1 to game winning. Money. But before I could get into any of that, I started with something that ended up being completely shit and entirely useless. My plan was to visit a new region, and with my EV-trained belly drum extreme speed Zigzagoon, I'd completely sweep the competition and make bank off the innocents that stand before me. It turns out that after EV grinding level 30 Bouffalant hordes for half an hour, his level may have raised somewhat. Funny how that happens. Whatever, I thought. I can just use my 3 max IV extreme speed EV trained Lionoon for the Elite Four. Did you catch that? I made a crucial blunder there. Notice how I said I was going to, and I quote, bring a Lionoon into the Elite Four. These are the words of a mentally deranged person and should be used as a cut and dry example of reasons to exile someone out of your social circle. I'm of the opinion that Heart Gold and Soul Silver suck ass, after I replayed them sometime in 2023, which you have to know is fairly recent for me considering how long I've been working on this video, so replaying the game, but worse, is not my idea of a good time. Something that is a good time, however, is motherfucking Voltorb Flip, baby, yeah! The only ray of sunshine on this boring fucking region in this boring fucking game! And you wanna know what's even better? I'm not even playing it right now! I've got this fucking site, 100% optimized Robobot, doing it for me! I work smart, not hard, because I'm the top percentage! When I look in the mirror, my reflection gives me a thumbs up and he smiles and it goes ding, like it does a little ding, you know, because of his teeth, because of how shiny they are! Unfortunately, I found out at a later date that they have removed purchasable items for Voltorb Flip coins. Instead, it gives you stupid little thingies, like 5,000 coins, barely enough to buy anything from the reward center, and a fucking hat once you reach level 8. There is truly no fun to be had in this shit fucking game. Look at him! Look at him! It's in the bag. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, Fire Punch. Oh. Uh-oh. I'll probably live. Never mind. Dragonite. Of course. And instead. 4 days to beat Johto. Call me slow, but I think my pace is quite reasonable. I'm not going to go over the Ho-Oh incident, because in my terrified screaming, I forgot to record it. But mostly because I forgot to record it. Here's a screenshot I found on Google Images. See, all legendaries become a boss fight. None of them are catchable for good. Mewtwo, Lugia, Rayquaza, Arceus, Arceus, I don't know, and Keldeo. These are all obtainable legendaries, but they work as a capture the flag type system. Once you've got one, then the sole legendary for that server forces itself into your party. If you leave the game, it goes back to where it was, and if you lose a battle, it joins the trainer who won. And you can't deny a battle, by the way. I think the canon explanation is that the legendary he's cocky or something. But personally, if I was Keldeo, I'd just be grateful somebody wanted me. So yeah, legendaries are unobtainable. That's why they have the boss battles, accurate to the lore that you can't simply contain all the legendaries. Absolutely no legendaries can be captured. Genuinely impossible. You are unable to get them. Yes. Moving on, I bring a Paras that took me an unreasonable 30 minutes to find with me. We grind it up to craft a perfect catching machine, false swipe, spore, and a base speed stat of 30. This thing is actual dog shit. But you'd be remiss to think that I'm about to level the rich man's catching Pokemon Shroomish up to level 40 in order to learn the move Spore. Do you think I'm an idiot? I want my catching done now, not later. In retrospect, I really should have gone the extra mile. But it is what it is, I guess. Using Parasect, we catch a Cottony next. Note the level 49 increasing into 60, because apparently I didn't record it, but before whatever I'm doing here, I went to grab a Torkoal from the Magma Hideout. Level 49 Parasect versus level 20 or so Torkoal. Who do you think wins? Yeah, that's right, Torkoal. Please never use Parasect. Cottony becomes Whimsicott, and along with Torkoal, they're going to be the starting 2 Pokemon we send out for our gym rerun team. It's a very popular method, so just bear with me for a second if you know what I'm talking about, but here goes. Once you beat a region, then once a day you're able to rematch the gym leaders. They give a whole lot of money, I think around 30,000. You use some sort of money boosting item like an amulet coin, which, in this game, is turned into a 30-minute boost in cash. Lucky eggs and shiny charms will change in the same way. I love free-to-play mechanics in my Pokemon games. Then after that, you blitz the region as fast as possible, making big money so you can use it on big projects. The main strategy is sending out Torkoal, whose drought ability summons Sun, and Whimsicott, who uses Tailwind with the ability Prankster to double speed. Both of these Pokemon will be instantly knocked out. Second turn, you send out 2 max speed, max special attack Typhlosions holding choice specs, and you spam Eruption. Does that sound familiar? It should! That's exactly what the Big D had on him! 20 hours earlier, and he was already 2 steps ahead! God damn it! Anyway, the double targeting power of Eruption combined with the extreme amount of buffs and base power of Typhlosion is enough to one-shot any failure of a foe foolish enough to frolic around in the fray, leaving them fainted. I spend literal days slaving away at my computer catching rare Pokemon over and over again in order to get the right ones. Guys, the last actual video I posted was almost 9 months ago, and that's only as of writing. It's probably a lot higher once you're finally seeing this. The moment that video was done, I got to work on the next one. It's been 9 months of being on one of the least fun games I have ever played. Coming into this, I didn't understand what I was getting myself into, and now that I do, it's far too late. I have to get this done. I will beat this game. But if you do enjoy it, I'm not saying you're wrong for that. There is plenty of value in a Pokemon game that's an MMO. That concept alone is almost enough to carry this project. Disregarding my little complaint about pay-to-win items earlier, I don't really care that much. They have to support themselves somehow. And I understand the long-term experience of hopping on for a little bit a day, immersing yourself in a Pokemon world, and making yourself into a powerful trainer over time. That's great, all the power to you, but it's not for me. I don't think video games are meant to individually last forever. And I don't think you should be spending hours doing boring, menial tasks to have one in every couple of days contain an enjoyable gaming moment. You can tell me that's life, but if I wanted to experience life, I'd just go outside and touch grass. To be honest, the most fun part of the experience has been slamming my face against the metaphorical brick walls that are these brand new bosses. Fighting legendary Rainbow Bird Ho-Oh took me somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes. Searching through the grass on Route 33 for Cyndaquils in order to combine and create 2 good ones took me around a week. Not sure actually, post-Cyndaquil grind I find it to be a complete blur. I feel this time is best summed up by something I said in the moment. Who enjoys going back and forth, waiting for the right thing to appear, no other gameplay. I could enrich my life with more meaningful experiences, but I'm here instead. Holy fuck, Cyndaquil! It was all worth it! I'm a gambling addict! Unsurprisingly, most of the Cyndaquil I got ended up being completely useless. But that's okay. I could always do a little bit of, stimulating the economy. Because hear me now as I express my words clearly and concisely. I'm either going to get the right Pokemon, or I'm going to get paid! And in the case of the Longman's game, it's both. Let's see the nature. Oh boy, I can't wait. We win! We fucking win! Holy shit! We win! We win! Took long enough, but here we are! Finally! Now I just need one more! Fuck! Okay guys, I want to show you a magic trick. Look at my money. This is pre-Typhlosion. What's happening? Oh! This is what it does to you. My fucking bank account, dude! Man, f you! Here's your fucking gym rerun setup. Drought, Tailwind, ignore the implications of Faulkner having an Articuno next to Mr. Quackers! Die. Eruption! 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 I don't fucking care, man! Here's some spoilers, actually. Not once, not even once, do I use these guys for money. This is the only clip I have. I wasted like 10 hours of my life. What the f did I achieve? What the f is the point of any of this? My fucking money, dude! Alright, so anyway, I was just kind of hanging around the battlefront here. I was level grinding, but then I started thinking about what my next move should be when... Big D. Everywhere event, I guess. So, he starts with Whimsicott, I start with Flygon. I've already seen him use Tailwind, so I pick U-turn in preparation. It goes as expected, though I did think it'd KO. In goes Linoon. Linoon can get dangerous extremely quickly if left untested, which I assumed his Whimsicott, whose sole purpose in life was to use Tailwind, would be unable to do. Poison Powder. What's usually a completely useless move is actually scarily effective for being a random move he just so happened to still have. Normally you'd go for Toxic instead, dealing extremely high damage only after a few turns. But because Belly Drum leaves me at half health, regular poison is just as powerful as badly poisoned. I'd either have to go fast and kick ass, or get smashed and eat grass. But in the case of the Longman's game, it's all of the above. Unfortunately for our enemies, Linoon doesn't go down to sharp leaves, instead getting a beautiful one-hit kill with Pin Missile. Because when you're using Linoon, you either go big or go home, and I'm the biggest out there! Oh good heavens, it appears one more turn and I'm finished. Oh my, is that one of the Typhlosions that gave me a jolly good whooping the last time? Death! Looks like I've got the advantage. Fuck. Snorlax versus Gyarados. Of course, I'm gonna Dragon Dance. Oh, there he goes. Venusaur? More like Snore. The famous Garchomp. Well, ever heard of this little technique called +1 stab water? What? Oh, okay, sure, yeah, just don't then, I guess. That's fine. I still have, Ferrothorn, yeah, he'll take it out for us. Dig. Okay. Yeah, maybe don't telegraph your finishing move next time, you bitch. Where do we go from here? Air Slash does an extremely low chunk of damage, as expected from something offensively weak as Mandibuzz, I guess. He backs off and switches into Snorlax again, which has a frighteningly high special defense. We won't get anywhere by damaging it, so I choose to send it away with Whirlwind. What's his last Pokemon? Oh, how could I forget? No more Mandibuzz, so instead we're going to send out Crocodile, use Earthquake, gain Moxie for an attack buff, sweep the rest of his team, easy win! Flygon! Flygon, that's what I meant the first time, is what I meant to pick Flygon. Turns out he has enough bulk to survive an eruption. Great job, Flygon, you truly are— Hey, who's that? Last Pokemon, Ferrothorn, you know him, you tolerate him, and using Self-Destruct on his last Pokemon is the best way to go out I can think of! Let's do it! For honor and glory in the halls of Valhalla! Wait, you still had a Snorlax left? What's wrong with me? Oh, God. It despawned. Well, I respectfully decided to accept his lore building by never using Ferrothorn ever again, ever. And he didn't go to Valhalla, by the way. He went to hell. Straight to hell. The 10th circle. Straight down. His spirit started ascending and it went straight down. Down into the lore dungeons. Sinodon. I wanted the money. Other regions kind of just fold once you have an evenly leveled team. So that just leaves Kanto, but I've got one thing I'd like to do first. Something important, see. Before we delved into the later game of Pokemmo, I had 3 things I wanted to achieve in order to get the full Pokemmo experience. Number 1, be attractive. I'm not even gonna lie to you, this one came as a freebie to me. I didn't even have to try. The phrase, "the clothes make the man," implies that the only thing that makes you who you are today are outside forces influencing your actions and decision making. While this is certainly true of alcoholics, I will not need to become one, taking into account how close I am to finishing this fucking video! Next goal, 2, be rich. Look at that. Look at that number. I can't even count that high. I didn't even realize they made ones bigger than 100 until about a month ago. I could accept 101. 102 was stretching it a little bit, but you must think I'm pretty stupid to try and convince me that this is a real number. And finally, 3, be powerful. Through tried and true methods, I will mold a creature made for war, and use the entirety of the Kanto region as my personal test subject. I'm settling for 1 because I have a life to attend to. This one will be perfect. It won't just be powerful, mind you, it'll be handcrafted to get rid of the strongest creature I know. This Garchomp. As a ground and dragon type, it's 4 times weak to ice. And there's only one ice type I can think of that's faster than a Garchomp, and that's Weavile. With a speed stat of 125, a properly trained Weavile would hardly ever be outdone. I'm also thinking we give it a life orb, some good coverage, and that'll be plenty. thus began the worst part of this entire journey. The task involves catching a lot of Sneasel and having a lot of money. I decided the best spot to hunt for as many as possible was Route 216, so we returned to walking back and forth, waiting for the right encounters. This took time. Lots of time. I wish I could have sped up the animations in some way, but instead I'm left with brain-dead zero participation gaming for the rest of my days, or at least until I get the right ones. And I don't have the greatest luck. Here's an example. I use Spore. It wakes up instantly. I use False Swipe. It will not stay in the ball. This continues for an unfortunate amount of time. Parasect goes down before Sneasel gets caught. This happened many, many times. Eventually, I picked up on the fact that I could simply be healing off random Meditite by using Leech Life, but cutting out the occasional trip to the Pokemon Center did not make the experience much more tolerable. Here is another example. If I caught a Sneasel with a single max IV, aside from special attack, I would keep it. Sneasel has a gender ratio of 50-50. This means the chance of it being male or female was the exact same. This is all of the acceptable male Sneasel that I had caught. And this was all the female ones. 1. Single. Actually, I'm not even allowed to use this one. It's got 3 max IVs instead of just 1, like the rest of these plebeians. I'm not going to get into how passing IVs works in this game. You can look into that yourself if you want, but all you need to know is that to make the IVs better over time, I need both parents to have a similar number of IVs. If I am to use a Sneasel with 1 max IV, I need another Sneasel of the opposite gender with 1 max IV. This goes the same for 2 max IVs, or 3 max IVs, and so on. I own 8 different, equally valid Sneasel that I'm literally not able to use! What I failed here is essentially a dark, evil, and fucked up version of a coin toss 8 times in a row! And this only gets worse the further we go down the line. I don't think I've properly shown how mind-numbingly dull this is, actually, so here's a single Sneasel encounter played in its entirety. That was unnecessarily long. And I cut out the middleman of 20 consecutive Snovas which I had to run from as well. Here's what that looks like, by the way. Not very epic. Luckily for me, it actually paid off this one time. This one single time, as I got a max IV Sneasel that was female. About time. This was day 3 of hunting, and like my 3rd acceptable female Sneasel in total. An actually excruciating amount of time later, and we create this abomination. It doesn't really need special defense or special attack, so I didn't mind it that much. Incredible. I've really nailed it this time. What's the nature do? Makes it hit weaker. Awesome! So we do all of that again. I'm going through genuine sensory deprivation by doing nothing but walking side to side and clicking the same buttons over and over. For the past week, I've experienced a substantial decrease in happy brain chemicals, yet I've also gone through an extremely high, yet temporary increase in attention span. This forces me to create my own happiness by whatever deluded and psychopathic means necessary. Here's an example. Now kiss. Mwah. As you can see, he's completely and utterly lost it! Look at the level difference! Those two shouldn't even be allowed near each other, let alone left in the same room! Why are eggs even being made in the daycare in the first place? I'll tell you why. It's because when you're out for the title of the best, a little bit of Pokemon rights violation goes a long way. And speaking of Pokemon rights being violated, I sure did have a lot of Sneasel that I couldn't use. Good news. Is that right? Because I seem to recall a little money-making method. I've caught way too many of these fucking things. I've been here too long. I give up. In the name of being better to ourselves, this ends now, one way or another. Adamant-natured Sneasel with 2 max IVs, breed it with the 4 IV one. In an extremely rare case, I could get the exact perfect Sneasel I've always dreamed of. Or mediocrity, it'll probably be that one. Jesus, take the wheel! I know I said one way or another, but really, considering my luck, there was only ever one outcome. good enough. Hey, look, it's got 30 speed IVs! That's pretty cool! It doesn't need to be said. Kanto stood no chance against what I had done. Trained Weavile in hand, we waltz up to Kanto's Elite Four. And I've got a choice word or two to give to the guy at the top. It goes a little something like this. After that fateful encounter, Blue was never seen again. But I got champion status across all regions now, so whatever. All story being, team more powerful than ever. Is it finally time? I think it's finally time. Time for the last battle of Pokemon MMO with this guy. Forgot his name. Sorry. Big D. 163 hours played. How many hours do you have?
How do I check?
Oh, press C.
Do I need to open my trainer card?
Yes.
That's T. That's T.
Oh, what? That's T for you?
Yeah, T for trainer.
You must have changed your
141
keybinds.
hours.
105. Jeez, I have more than you.
Yeah. I don't know. I got
Dude, what have
lost.
I been doing?
I got lost.
If I lose this is going to be embarrassing now.
Well, get ready to be embarrassed.
I got 20 more hours. I can't lose. We
Who
broke
now
in.
walked through this house with a
We
big
broke
feet?
in.
And now the police are here. Get out of here.
Let's
Can't.
Pokemon battle.
Okay.
It's time. Why
I'm
are
gonna beat you.
facing the wrong way? It's
I'm
time
not.
for the... You're facing the... Yeah, you are.
I'm not. You're facing the floor.
What way am I facing?
Down.
What now?
Like towards this path.
What now?
Still down.
What now?
Still down.
Okay, what now?
Someone's got arthritis. Still down. You've not turned once. Bye. Replace dig. There we go. Okay. Let's Chucky. Skadooshi. Oh my god. Pikachu. Tailwind. Yeah, I sure hope it does.
What?
Guess who's
This fucking thing
faster?
again.
Oh my god. What's Growth do?
Excellent. Incredible.
Well, guess what? I
Why is it
survived.
alive?
Poison powder.
Yeah, that's not so bad. Okay, you're dead now.
Yep, well, so are you, buddy chump.
I'm not a chump! Okay?
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
And then, right as I use Earthquake, I proc the Quick
Oh
Claw!
my god!
10% chance!
That is not a 10% chance. That is not 10% chance. I refuse to believe it. Well, not
got
twice in a row.
Okay. Earthquake on him. Oh shit.
Yeah.
You sound a bit weirdly excited about that.
Well, obviously, you just killed my other guy with one hit. Just because of a crappy quick
Sussy!
claw. I'm gonna quick claw your face, buddy.
Nuh-uh.
Why is, what?
Because you know what?
Right.
You got 2 Typhlosions. So I got a Typhlosion as well!
Ultimate,
Yeah.
look at Typhlosion. You see how the fire has a shadow? It doesn't make any sense because fire is actually a light source, so it therefore shouldn't have a shadow.
Uh-huh. So I got a Typhlosion of my own. Now we can have
I'm
a
gonna kill you
finally
with my
even fight.
Typhlosion.
We can have an even fight. But
What?
mine's faster.
No,
Oh my goodness.
It's not very effective.
It wasn't very effective.
Bye bye.
It wasn't very effective at all. It didn't do a lot of damage, you know. It wasn't very effective.
Oh, mine's effective.
What? What?
Why did it do so little damage?
What just happened?
Why is mine
In
faster?
shock. Oh, he's faster now. Watch him kill. No.
What the hell?
What is happening?
Why is that doing that?
I should be taking more damage from this than you.
My guy is both of them are perfect natures and perfect IVs.
What happened? He was just built better. Oh,
Okay, not better enough.
I have to admit,
Doing things.
I did bring a secret weapon.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's a secret weapon.
Use the thing.
No. Ice?
My one weakness, the cold!
Oh my god. Guess what, buddy? I'm gonna have to bring out my secret weapon.
He's dead, it's over.
Nuh-uh. Now for my real secret weapon. The bigger, even fatter cat.
He's faking me out. Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
He's too fat, I'm out.
No. So, like, eats the hit and survives.
Gone to a better place.
Nope, he's still alive in my heart. I did not mean to use that move.
He has to have a cameo. The greatest of all time.
Intimidate, more like I'm intimidated.
If you saw that in real life, you'd be intimidated, right?
No, I wouldn't. I'd eat
No,
it.
you would. Have you seen how massive these things actually are?
Yeah. I'll just
Huge.
eat it. I'll just eat it.
Like the size of a whole ship.
You like sushi, don't you?
Okay, bye.
Oh. Well then, that was a hard-fought battle. I'm going home.
And that was that. Battle 1, boxes checked off, Pokemon MMO complete. I'm pretty sure the only reason I won though was because of whatever this was. Well, now all I'm left with is the giant task of carrying this video to its conclusion. I've got no experience, and it'd probably be extremely pretentious to tie on some sort of poetic ending to my shit show of a journey. This was a really, really long time in the making, and honestly, parts of this video, I don't even like looking back after all this time. You can see my vision for what I wanted it to be shift over time as I was making it. But at this point, I'd rather just get this done and move on to something smaller, something I won't regret posting. Hopefully. Pokemon MMO is an okay game, one that I personally don't think is worth sinking over 100 hours into. Past the bugs of the engine and the flawed to begin with games you'll be playing in, the only thing left to look forward to is monotony. Grind for shinies, grind for money, grind for strong Pokemon. It's all a slog. There are existing in-game ways to make these things quicker for money. In-game and out-of-game money. Maybe this is my fault for not playing an MMO in my life and being unaware of what I was entering. Far too late for introspection, we're already on the other side. The middle to ending part of this experience just kind of sucked. Pokemon CPU battles feel like they amount to press A repeatedly to win, usually, and Pokemon MMO didn't do much to remedy this. Not to mention, at a point, you're just playing a watered-down version of the original games. Especially if you're not going around battling other players, trading, chatting, even during the main story. You don't have to be confined to pretending you're playing a single-player game. After the first 3 days of playing this, my friends went from joining for fun to joining for me, to not joining at all. And then I was on my own. Somehow, fucking somehow, this managed to achieve 31,000 daily players! Good job, guys, I'm fucking dumbfounded. But it's probably because it has a mobile version, but then, for some reason, months afterwards of me just trucking along, this maniac joins, plays, and keeps playing. All because he decided he wanted to be better than me. And you know, despite the by any means necessary, you know, other people, they just make Pokemon more fun. Friendly competition, trading for the hell of it, and just chatting. Pokemon was born to be a social game. I guess that's what the devs envisioned for Pokemon MMO. A Pokemon sandbox for people to just hang around in. And in that case, I'd say they succeeded. In fact, after the battle, that's just what we did. I mean, honestly, with our teams, we hanged around. Wait, right? You've got sweepers, I've got sweepers.
Yes.
50-50. It's actually...
I have 2 sweepers though.
It's actually very impressive that it was that close.
You got very lucky with the quick claw.
That's true, yeah. You wanna fight again?
No, it's fine. Sure. Hey, I want that guy's pod.
Let's go steal this pod. Let's go, come on, let's go.
Podness.
Let's go steal his Metapod.
Oh my god. There he is.
Then we fought again.
How do we type?
And I don't mean to brag or anything, but the game's alright. If you join, be social with it. Don't view it as a harder version of the original games. We have ROM hacks. And for the love of God, do not make it into a Nuzlocke. I don't think you could miss the point any harder. At least that's how I see things. It's alright. So, do I think you should try Pokemon MMO? Nah. Big D.